Someday, I believe that Sactionals will be in half of America's TV rooms, because it's just, let me put it this way, you guys. Everyone in the world from Sri Lanka to Zimbabwe owns a sofa, okay, of some kind, even if it's made of rocks, okay? Sofas are everywhere, and it just so happens that our sofa is the most clever, changeable, washable, modular, versatile, and patented sofa on the planet. So I'm going to give you the basics, the advanced info and tips really on what makes Sactionals unique. Check it out. Again, we all know Sactionals consist of nothing more than a base and a side. With a base and a side, you're able to build anything you want. One of the neatest things about Sactionals is that this gigantic base, the base frame, the seat cushion, and the back cushion all come packaged inside of this small box that can be delivered by UPS or any other common carrier. And how you get it is like this. You need to take a key or a razor, something that hopefully won't cut the goods on the inside, and cut the tape open. It's critical that you understand what your customers go through when they get this home, so that you're able to prepare them, educate them, not only to how to put their covers on, but also just how to unpack these. It's my recommendation that when opening a base box, you cut the tape and you get it open, and then the easiest way to get that base box open is actually to just step on the ends of it and just tear it open. And by doing that, the box then becomes easy to flatten and easy to take out and easy to take to the trash. When opening a lot of Sactionals at one time, my recommendation is to first do it in steps. For instance, unpack all of your bases out of the box and set them aside. Okay, like in this case, I've taken the box off. I'm going to take it out of the plastic. I'm going to put the plastic over here inside of another plastic bag for the trash, or recycling hopefully. And I'm going to put the base to the side and stack it up for later. I'm going to remove the clamp and the shoe, which on future models will come packaged underneath the cushions up inside of here. I'm going to set them aside in a pile, waiting for later use. And I'm going to do this in steps. So now I've got my naked base pieces ready, I've got my shoes and clamps in a pile. And to break down these boxes, they come apart really easily. And this way, when people are setting them up, they don't have to make a big mess of their house. They can have a nice pile of cardboard. Now we'll move on to the next one. Pile up the cardboard, discard the plastic, stack the shoes and the clamps, and do this one at a time. After I've got them all out of their boxes, I can then discard all the boxes, get them out of the house, make room now to set up the furniture. Now, I lay the base down. Each base comes with instructions on how to put them together. And you first have to remove these boards, and you do so by going the direction they're already leaning. This board's leaning this way, so I'll push it in, and I'll bring it this direction, and I'll pull it out. These boards' only purpose is to hold that cushion in there, because this cushion has 4 layers of foam and fiber. It's just itching to burst out. You've got your 4 peg feet in there, ready to screw on. Set those aside. And now I reach inside and I grab this cushion. Don't pull on the cushion this way. You don't want to separate the layers of foam inside of there somehow, because they're glued together. It's a very expensive cushion. You don't want to ruin it by pulling at it like that. You want to grab the entire cushion, pry it out of here very carefully. Now, you'll notice the cushion's disfigured and lumpy and frumpy from being packaged in there. Don't panic. It's very expensive foam and it will recover, but it needs to be beat up. Beat up from the side, beat up from the tops. Okay, and you just keep doing this for a little while, and then you set it aside and come back to it in a few minutes. Make a stack of your cushions. When you take these very sad back pillows out of the base, they are flat. If you just put a cover on this right now, it's going to look like crap. What you need to do, grab the back cushions, grip the fiber that's inside, and pull it apart like cotton candy. And if you do this repeatedly, and then you set it aside and come back to it over the next hour or two, doing this a few times, you're going to end up with a nice, big, fat, fluffy cushion in just a few minutes. Now, the inside of Sactionals pieces are all finished with black, just for good looks. You can see the Super S springs up on top, which again are guaranteed for life, along with the indestructible hardwood frame. And now, the little peg feet need to be screwed on as tight as possible so that they don't somehow break off. If they are screwed on as tightly as they can go, they're guaranteed not to have any problems. Where you have problems is when these come loose or when they were never screwed on in the first place. Then they run the risk of not holding up. Finally, once you've got the whole thing set up, again, this stuff is just indestructible. Don't be afraid to use and abuse your Sactionals. Live them, love them, LoveSac.